I'm saying, dog.
Yeah.
When are we going live? When are we
Now
going
we're
live, dog?
live.
We going live now?
We are
Li-
live.
Oh, we are live. Okay, so everybody, welcome to the Lawrence Fishburne kitchen and the rise in the kitchen, and Pete's doing some itching. Check this out.
Message Franklin, tell him to come on.
But they have money. They have short arms. I tell you, their arms are this short.
Much love, Peach. Thank you.
That too.
Welcome to probably the last ever episode of the Franklin Peach Show, because Peach can't get here on time, and I told him if he can't get here on time, then I'm done. I ain't got time for this. This isn't how it works. Son, I ain't got time for this. This isn't how it works. Son, I ain't got time for this. This isn't how it works.
Son, I ain't got time for this. This isn't how it works.
Yes, okay, Adam Frankel. Thank you for that. Yes, I did indeed receive a message from you a few days ago. Now, I won't confirm or deny whether I am the incredibly talented and good-looking Charlie Walsh. However, I did write you this lovely message. I hope you will enjoy it. Adam Frankel, quite frankly, embarrassing. Put your City shirt back on and start up. Man City is why we drink. Just think, the viewers would go up dramatically if it was just Wayne. Use your brain. Who actually wants to listen to you drop another name? Who remembers the time I played tennis with Dude Perfect? Collect your things, pack your bags and get off this show. I would say stick to the quizzes, but we all know how they go. L after L after L, constantly having a mare.
Frankel, I think a 13-year-old got better than you there.
I'm proud that my team won't win this.
Come on Frankel, dry up those tears.
Commiserations to Adam Frankel on yet another big L. Cheers.
Oh, yo, welcome for the first
What
time.
is going on, everybody?
If not the second time, if not the third time, fourth time, fifth time, we have from Auburn, Alabama, Lawrence Watkins in the house. How do you mean? Then we have from Peterborough, the man them like, yo, always at the matches, always pulling your bird. You know what I mean? Declan Rice in the place to be, and then you got
Cleaning the kitchen.
You're cleaning the kitchen. That's what he's doing. He's hitching, cleaning the kitchen, not flinching. Trust me. Big up, Rise. So, ideas on the match today besides bollocks, offside, and VAR. Lawrence, start it off, my G.
Okay, well, luckily it's several hours from the game because I was literally sick to my freaking stomach after
Me
that
too.
last 30 seconds.
Me too.
I was actually at peace that we would have got a draw. I was like the last
Me
couple,
too.
and
Yep.
like I said, the last minute or two, we had the ball up where they were at on their side. So I was
Yep.
like, okay, we got a draw.
Yep.
So
Yep.
for that
Yep.
goal, I was totally pissed off. So in my opinion, overall, and we'll talk more in depth today, I'm sure as it goes. I thought
Yep.
our defense played way better, and my boy Zuma, I love that guy. I think our defense good.
Yeah, he makes everything click, doesn't he? Honestly,
Yeah.
Lawrence.
And
I agree.
Peach and Rise, I wanted to ask you guys on the philosophy because this is what I saw, and
Yep.
you guys know more than I do. But what I saw was we were playing a more of a defensive. That's why like the first half it was like 70-30 possessions. But we were
Yep.
like playing defensive very well, and we were waiting for an opportunity to strike. We weren't being aggressive offensively. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we were
Yep.
like, I mean though, if we had the defense like we had today against Leeds, and I'm not saying Diop was the reason, but guess what? We played with Zoom in there, Diop gone. Dawson had like one falter after that. I thought he played solid. It was good to go. So defensively, we played great. We didn't have enough attacks. Our offensive team was silly, couldn't control. We always talk clinical. What clinical is it? These guys were bozos. I'm sorry to say, but they weren't doing anything right.
I love that.
Bowie tried hard.
I love
and
that.
Out of all our attackers, I thought Bowman was the only one that could control the ball properly. The rest of them, they weren't. Fornals, he had opportunity to shoot that damn ball. You guys know what I'm talking about. He had a chance to shoot that ball. He delayed it, and I thought to myself, maybe he thought there was an opening. But then the commentators like there was no opening. He should have shot and he choked. So
he should have definitely shot that. He should have definitely shot that.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yo, Lawrence, let me ask you this: Does it point out it? Does it point out the fact any clearer that like we need a proper center forward like in this month to buy?
Yes.
Like yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. I think because you're right. The defensive line held their own, and Zuma made it all click. It's kind of like when Kufal came in; he made it all click, and it's like we have defensively, we're solid, and we'll be even more solid when and we'll be even more solid when Ogbonna and them come back. But it's like if we get a backup for like center back, like center half, we get a backup for like Ogbonna and Zuma, just so we have somebody to put in the reins while they're gone missing through injury, and then you put somebody up front because in the midfield we're fantastic. The back line is fantastic. Maybe bring in like somebody that could like take over when we're injured. But we need we needed somebody in the back to take over when one of our or two of our or three of our players get injured. We need somebody up front when one of our well, it's only one, isn't it? It's Antonio. So we need somebody when like one of ours gets injured, and that's Antonio. Like I bring in two center forwards and one center back to make sure like we can actually challenge for like real things this season. But what do you think is going to happen? Because it's mid-month in January, and we
ain't signed nobody.
Shit, that's what I'm saying.
Peach, I totally agree. We have zero now, and that's concerning to me.
Yeah.
Somebody, because like you just said, at first we were going. I remember in December, everybody had the conversation. We wanted to get 4 people, and I was like, come January 2 or January 10th, I was like, give me 2. And now, what's today's date? We got the goose egg.
It's go on.
I'm sorry. We need a center back. We need an attacker. It's like.
I take 2 attackers and a center back, and it's like what if you haven't watched Titch's show, watch it on replay. It was wicked. It was like match reaction thing. Lawrence was watching it. I was watching it. Roz was watching it. If y'all ain't watched it, yeah, if y'all ain't watched it. It was dope. But it's like Titch said the same shit. Like he was like saying basically like, yo, he thought we would be one of them teams to go in like what you just said, 1st, 2nd, 3rd of January, like bye. And that's a team showing like interest. That's a team making. Yes, Rice. Yes.
What's up, baby? Yep.
Like that's showing a statement. Us going into the January transfer window, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I don't give it 2 things if you leave it to the 8th or the 9th. Like just show 2 things of progression and make a statement.
Yep.
And we ain't made a statement yet. We're always that team at the end of the month. We'll buy like 2, 3 players. Like, oh, where did they come from? You could have had these 2, 3 players like beginning of the month, and it might have helped us with a result today. Like, it does my head in, man. It does my head in, man.
If Moyes wanted to show us that we were trying to progress,
100, 100, Law. What's that? What's that? Right? Sorry.
I was saying if Moyes wanted to show that we were serious about pushing for the top 4, pushing for Europe. Pushing in the Europa League. He should have been making signings at the beginning of January.
It was offsides.
Yeah, it might have cost a little bit more money, but it shows that
it
shows that we're willing to start and get them players and push for Europe.
Yes.
Exactly.
Like I was watching.
That's exactly right. We need
that 100.
I'm sorry.
No, go.
That's the difference between trying to be a top 4. Trying to be a top 4 team, a top 6 team. Right now, we're acting like we're trying not to get relegation. We're not signing shit.
You're bang on.
Anything, and that's sad. If we and one of the things that Titch and I might not articulate it properly during his show was that the problem is if you try, and we've been really great, in my opinion, the last year or 2. But if you're trying to get a player from a top 6 team, they're going to make you pay more. Because they don't want you to improve. Now, they might have a lot of
100.
Lingard's a perfect example. In my opinion, is they don't want to give it to West Ham because guess what? West Ham's now 5, but they're a top team.
Yeah.
So why do they want to improve your team? They're like, screw you.
Yeah.
I'll sit them on the bench and then let them go. Instead, now if we were a team at the edge, they don't give a shit.
They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care, man. They would not give 2 shits. Like what Snowman saying, Wildy, what the game proved, the squad is not big enough. It's not, and that's what Lawrence was just saying. That's what Lawrence is saying. It's not big enough. The squad is not big enough, and that's what Lawrence is just saying. Like, if you're going to make movements, make them early. Do something. Show the rest of the league, like, yo, we're in this to win this. We're here.
Exactly.
But we always, right? Like, we always leave it to the last minute. Buy 2, 3 players. Okay, we're here now. But those weeks that you went without buying a player, that might have cost you 4th spot.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Points.
Yep.
You're totally right, Peach. Word to the mother. Word to the mother.
Word to the mother, Ducker. No, but it's real, isn't it? Hold on.
Yeah.
We got a legend. We got a legend in the building. Hold on.
Luke,
have to bring
Luke coming up.
Of course, Doc. There's only one legend, and the legend is he.
Luke,
yes,
my
Luke.
boy.
What are you saying, my G?
There we go, boys. Calm down yet?
No. I'm no. I haven't. What about yourself, my friend?
Yeah, I'm on the different side. From what I've seen, I don't think we were robbed in terms of the decisions. I just think we're robbed every week because we, as you say, we should have 2 through the door by now.
Yeah, that's a good way. I still think we were robbed. Like, we won't go there, but I still think we were robbed today. I think that was atrocious. I think that, like, it's us against the officials, real talk. But, yes, going on to your point, yeah, we need at least 2 or 3 in by now. Like, what's the date? Like, January 21st or 22nd? Like,
23rd now.
22nd, going to 23rd.
We've had 23 days. We've had 23 days.
8 days left.
Yo, are you I know, but this is how we always do it. Leave everything to the last minute. It's yo.
As I said earlier, as I said earlier, I'm just being a bit quiet because I'm outside and it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, Moyes, we will be invaded by aliens before Moyes signs a striker.
Yep. I agree with that.
I know it's a joke, but it's looking more likely.
Like, but Bryce, aka Reese, who do you think we're gonna sign? Like,
if I'm being honest, I don't think we're going to sign anyone.
And it's looking that way, isn't it? Like Luke
It
Legend.
It's looking that way. Yep.
Yeah, Luke Legend. Who do you think we have a chance of signing if we sign anyone?
Mate, I've absolutely no idea.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
we might
scary.
Get a couple of loans in.
What's that?
It's a question in the chat for you, mate. I'll put it up on screen.
No, I know. But what was Luke saying? Luke, what were you saying?
I just think we might get a couple of loans in, and it sounds to me like that Nat Phillips needs game time, and we might get him in. I can't see us signing him permanently.
Yeah.
But you would have thought if there were strikers out there that Moyes was keen on, that they would have snapped them up by now. But again, going on to I don't know how much money we've got. That question from Father Snowman, I'd take Calvert-Lewin for 60 million.
Any day of the week.
But we ain't spending 60 million on a player.
We're not even spending 30 million. Like he spent 30 million on Vlasic and he didn't even play him today. Like, I don't get, like, I know it's like, you know, trust in Moyes and believe in Moyes, and I'm all about that. But it's like, why, like, you signed this boy for like 30 odd million, but now they're saying it's 17 million and the rest is like, I don't know, he'll get the rest in due time. But it's like, basically, you signed the boy. Let's call it 20 million flat. You signed the boy for 20 million flat, and like, why wouldn't you go out and spend on somebody like Calvert-Lewin? Why wouldn't you go on and spend on somebody like Richarlison? Why, like, all I hear is these links with Brazil and these links with Brazil and these links with Brazil, and Lawrence is like the first one to like stop you right there because he's saying like, listen, we need somebody Premier League proven, and I don't disagree with him. You're 100% welcome, my friend. I do not disagree with you. And it's like, but we're like even in the championship, who's that boy, Luke? Who plays for I think it's Blackburn, Diaz. Diaz. Yeah.
Brereton.
Yeah, why don't we get him? Like, what's holding that up?
Again, I think if we signed him, I'm not sure Moyes would play him in the first team unless we had injuries. So we're in the same position we're in now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, look, I think that you said that, and I want to ask you the question. I think we're all kind of disgusted or perplexed on what is Moyes' real philosophy. He brings people in, and granted, not many. And the one he does bring in, he nurtures for about 6 to 12 months before he puts in there. We all have no idea why Krau's not playing or getting any playing time at all. You know, isn't it? And it's for you, Luke, because you are a legend. I respect your opinions. What's going on with that? Because I mean, I liked Moyes. I still like him. I loved him a little bit more about 8 months ago or 6 months ago. But now I'm getting to the point was I don't understand it, and we'll blame it sometimes on the ownership and price of money. My opinion is, and my belief is, we need Premier League players that are proven, and I think the ones we want are in the top 6, sitting on the bench, aka Lingard, and they will make us pay more than his value because they don't want to give it to us because we are so close to the top.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's another addition to that. They don't want to sell him to us. I think they're also, most of these clubs are really scared of COVID because if they get 5 players out, and that could be their 5 best players.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I think a lot of the clubs certainly want to get a player in before they let one go. And then there's the flip side where there's other clubs.
I never thought about that.
Who have to sell before they can buy. So if you look at the Premier League at the moment, since January, there hasn't exactly been a lot of signings anywhere, has there?
No.
I mean,
No,
Newcastle
that's
got
true.
an endless bucket of cash, and they've just signed 2 players, and I wouldn't particularly want Wood at my club. He's all right.
No,
I only want him because we haven't got another striker.
Yeah, no, I take Andy Carroll over Wood any day of the week. Any day of the week, Doug. And Frankie's saying if we sign Calvert, trust Frankie's always in the house, Doug. And he's saying if we sign Calvert-Lewin, homeboy's doing a Messi, like a Lionel Messi, Doug. He's doing a Lionel Messi.
And why in their right mind, with Everton the position they're in, want to get rid of an England striker?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you're totally right, Luke. You're right.
You're making mad sense. Trust me.
Well, the thing is that we need to start spending, and I think, in my opinion, if we're going to get good players on benches off the top 4 or 6, we need to anticipate paying roughly 10% above their market value. So the sole reason is, unless they're free agents. If they're free agents, all bets are off. But they are still under their contract of the club. We have to pay that because they won't give it to us for the regular value because they know we're up there in competition. Why? It's just like me. Why would I give my adversary that's fighting, a chance for give me extra money? That's just my thoughts.
No, that's word. That's 100. Why would you, if you're playing paintball, why would you have like the best paintballer on your team go to the other team for nothing? You'd be like, no, we will give you this paintballer, but we want like $10. Like, we want some lunch. Value. Yeah, 100%, man. You're not wrong at all. And Luke is not wrong at all. Like, Rise, where you Rise? Come with some knowledge, Doc, because like. Is Lingard coming back to West Ham, or are we just like dreaming?
I think we're dreaming, if I'm honest, mate. I don't see him coming back.
I see him coming back.
I
really do. I think, you know what? I think it might be like last deadline day things, but I see him coming back.
I just don't see it now. I'm starting to lose faith in us bringing anyone in, if I'm honest. Oh,
I agree, Rise.
There you go. There you go.
I agree, bro.
Rise in the kitchen, but it's like
I've got to clean the floor. Got to clean the floor now. You know what I mean?
No, don't worry. Well, I'll watch you do that, Doc. But it's like, David Moyes has to clean the floor too, Doc. And it's exactly. he needs a center half. Like, even attacking midfielder would go down nice right now. Like,
exactly.
Anything would go down nice right now.
I don't see it happening. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We're leaving it so late. I'm not really seeing any links to anyone. So.
Nope.
But then
again, that's how Moyes wants it, though, doesn't he? Moyes wants it like the opposite of what we always had. He wants that, like, I'll keep it all hush, and then we'll go and grab somebody.
Frosty's just said, I could see Lingard coming in the summer on a free.
Word up.
Like, I just don't know what to make of it all, to be honest, if I'm being honest, mate. I just don't, at this moment in time, I don't see us signing anyone.
Okay, so next question. So next question, and I'll start off with Luke the Legend, Luke the Blood Clot Legend, Lukington, Luke Skywalker, Luke at your next doors. I'll start off with him. If we don't sign, there you go. If we don't sign nobody, who do you think that? How do you think we'll finish?
Wow.
I got my prediction. I have my prediction.
In the league?
Yeah. No. League, Europa, FA, all them things.
Well, I think cool.
I think the league. I think anything above 8th.
Yep.
In that scenario would be good.
Yep.
In that scenario as well, I'm still of the opinion that the FA Cup is, if you get a big team at their place.
Yep.
It's harder, and I also think if you look at the Europa League, there's that. I think Dortmund are in there as well, aren't they? If we come up against
Dortmund is still in there, mate.
Yeah.
Wow. I think anything about 8th in the league, in the scenario we don't sign anyone, is brilliant. And I think if we can get to, I prefer that. I don't want to sound arrogant, but I prefer us to progress in the Europa League because we've never done it before, as it were. And the FA Cup, we get it every year. So if we can get to the semis of the Europa League and have a glorious failure, I think that's a success. But I think if we don't sign anyone, it's hard work because you're gonna get injuries.
Yeah.
And we're very lucky at the moment because Antonio's hamstring hasn't popped yet.
Yet. That's the big word though, isn't it, Luke? Yet. Like
Yet.
Yes. Yet. That's the big word, because when they do, what you're like, me and Lawrence love Sonny Perkins, but could he hold down the role by himself?
Well,
is like
that's where that's where if we'd have beaten Leeds, and got a less demoralising result than we did today, I'd be half tempted to go into that Kidderminster game with a lot more youngsters than I think we can now. We have to win that game.
I know.
And confidence to be a bit shattered.
I know.
I'd love to see Okaflex and Perkins, but I'd love to see Crowell. So it all comes back to, as Larry said, is Moyes becoming a bit too stubborn now? But or are they not good enough?
That's the point. Exactly. Look, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know, right?
Talk, Lawrence. Like Lawrence. Talk, man. Like, yo, this is your thing right here. Like, talk. Like, why do you think that Crowell has not been included in the squad? Moyes sees him every day of the week, Monday to Friday.
We don't see it.
That's it. But it's like, is Moyes seeing something that we're not seeing? He must be seeing something we're not seeing. And I don't know what it is, because whenever he comes on, he looks all right. Like, he can hold the ball up well, pass the ball up well. I don't know what I'm baffled.
But my opinion is this: if we don't sign anyone, our bench is weak, as we know. So in my opinion, Moyes probably won't do it. He'll stick with the same average bench that we have. Is I would go after our superstar under the league guys, our academy guys, the Baptistas, the Perkins, and I would put them in. I'd use those because we ain't got nothing else. I mean, we see what's happening if we bring people off the bench. Is it impressing anybody? Look what Man United did. What was that guy's name who came in? And I was scared as shit of him. He was, I forgot his name. You guys,
Rashford, Martial, Cavani.
Martial.
He's the one that got the. He's the one that got the assist. He kicked it into the thing. And I was like, and it's funny. I got my wife watching matches, but we were sitting there watching this shit. And I was like, oh shit! This guy scares the shit out of me. And
we could have had him. We could have gotten him on the cheap.
Can I just say something? I think as we going back to Crowell.
Yes, please.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Moyes sends him back to Czech Republic. I wouldn't be surprised in January.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I totally agree, right? But what's
wouldn't be surprised at all.
I would love to know why he's not progressing. What was the issue? I know he had COVID at one time, but the shit's over now. So
his face don't fit in, man. It's a simple, like Bobby Zamora. I said this earlier. He was at Spurs. Yeah, too much hair. There you go. He looks too much like Fellaini. But it's like, no, like Bobby Zamora was at Spurs. He never fit in. And it's like homeboy beat us. I was there. Homeboy beat us in the Carling Cup before it was called the Carabao Cup. And he scored the winning goal. And next thing you know, he's on the bus to West Ham because his face didn't fit in the Spurs squad. And it's like Crowell's face don't fit in the West Ham United squad. It's nuts.
You got it.
But Lawrence, read Lawrence, read. You know what? It's Sideshow Bob, dog. It's Sideshow Bob Crowell, dog. Straight up. Sideshow Bob Crowell. But Lawrence, read that. And that'll tell you everything. This why didn't we put this player in? Read that, Lawrence.
No, why is Vasic injured? And I don't know. But prior to that, there's another text about saying Sonny Perkins is 17. He's not ready. I totally agree with that. And he's one of me and Peach's guys. But I'm sorry, I should put my glasses on to help out. Father Snowman. But the problem is we have nobody else.
That's it.
And his last showing in the Premier League was a little weak. He didn't get around much. His first one in the Europa League, he played pretty well.
He was going for it.
He always had a header goal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But but that's an example of the frustration that we have in West Ham is that we have nobody else. These are options we have, 17 or not. I don't care if he is 15, but if that's what we got, that's what we have, and that's sad, but it's true.
And then so I agree with you, and Frosty's saying like basically like Moyes watches all the under 23 matches, but like on YouTube or if he's there whatever, but none of them are ready yet. So if none of them are ready yet, doesn't that give you like an itch in your hand to dip into your pocket and like buy some players in the transfer window?
Exactly, Peach, and that's the whole thing, Snowman, is that I agree with you. But if we're not signing players, we need to have somebody. So we need to grab from we have. I'm a Baltimore Orioles fan, and they suck in baseball in America. But guess what? When we suck, we have to grab guys from the minor leagues that are half decent. That's just the role you play. And I think we're that desperate right now. When we need a bench that's going to be able to perform. And it is what it is. Not ready or not. If we're not going to sign the players we need, then we have to go to our young guys and see if they can step up and do something. Because right now, our bench ain't doing the job. Our bench is not doing our starters ain't doing the job. But.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
All right, Luke, my tantrum's over. Go ahead.
No, that made sense. Yeah, Luke, go on. But that made sense.
No, I'm the same as you guys. Just need a player.
Yep.
I mean, who that player is, I don't know, because that sounds to me like the machinations of football transfers are incredibly complex.
Yeah.
And can fall apart. They can fall apart at the last minute as much as they can happen in 10 minutes.
No, you're right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
who would you have?
I mean, I'm not.
My full attention now, gentlemen.
What position would you grab for it though, Luke? Like, if we could only have one transfer this window. Me too.
Yes.
Me too. All day long.
I think so.
Me too. All day long. Who would your preferred pick be if you could like pick anybody? Who would that preferred like striker be?
Well, realistic, I assume. I mean, the one I've always
right now. But go on.
The one I've always been impressed with that we've been linked with was Origi. I think he'd do really well for us.
You know what? I don't disagree with that because he's big, he's strong, he knows the Premier League, and all the goals he scored have been in big matches. I agree with that. I think I want to get two, and my two would be the one that you said, Origi, and then the next one would be Carvalho. I want Alvarez, but I don't think Alvarez will come. I think he'd like the stage on fire. Yeah, take your time. Take your time, man. But I think Alvarez. I think and me and Bryce have been talking about Alvarez from time, and I think Julian Alvarez. I think he'd light the stage on fire, but he doesn't have that Premier League proven status. So it's like, yeah, I would take Origi, no doubt about it, and then I'd either take Carvalho from Fulham or the boy they're talking about now, Diaz from Blackburn. But I don't know too much about Diaz. I know a bit about whatchamacallit, the boy from Fulham, Carvalho. So yeah, I Carvalho and Origi.
Well, what I was going to say about Fulham is Fulham are flying in the Championship. So
right, so why is he going to want to? Yeah, but we're flying in the Premier League, Doc. We're like,
but no, it's not that. But it's not about the player, is it? The Fulham are going to want proper money for him, aren't they?
Yeah, but let's say we can get him on loan. If we could get Carvalho on loan, that would be like absolutely instrumental.
Fulham won't loan us a player. They're at the top of the. There's nothing in it for them, is there?
No, but. Okay, so we're Brentford then. We're Brentford in league things.
Blackburn.
Sorry, thank you. Sorry, man.
Yeah, you got more chance Blackburn selling because I think they want to sell because they haven't got much money.
All right.
It's whether or not he's good enough, but that's still going to be, I reckon, 25 million probably.
Fuck off for the boy that Diaz.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the comments. I only see one comment. Go to the comments.
What about Diaz?
Flip me for Diaz. 20 million for Diaz. Come on.
Yeah,
How much?
It's going to be a lot.
Well, how much was Bowen?
Championship. It is going to be a lot.
No,
of
I
money.
agree.
Bowen?
Same price. Same price. Like same price. Same price.
So it's about. You're looking about 20 million, I think, at least.
Do you think it's worth it?
What for
I
Diaz?
haven't seen him enough.
No.
Me neither. I haven't seen him enough too. I've seen Carvalho, and I'm interested in him. He looks tidy. He looks
The thing
good.
is with Diaz. The thing is with Brereton Diaz.
Go on.
Like, if you look at his past seasons and stuff, it's been It's been below par. This season, he's had a good season. It's one good season he's having.
So it might be a one-off
in the championship.
Yeah.
In the championship. If he comes up to the Premier League, he's never been proven in the Premier League. Fair enough. He's had a lot of crap seasons in the championship. But how would he react to the Premier League?
Doesn't he also play for a South American team?
Yeah, Chile.
Yeah,
Chile. I'm always a bit nervous about because we've got such a small squad.
Yeah,
our players flying around the world. That's why Origi, because he's Belgium. Belgium's just over the road, essentially, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what? Origi does sound like the best option, doesn't he? Like for a striker,
I'll take Origi.
like tough, like tough center forward, better than Andy Carroll. But you know what? If Andy Carroll's on the wages that they say he is, and like we can get him for like next to nothing, I take Andy Carroll and Origi.
I would.
All day long. What about you, Luke? Would you take that? Like if Andy Carroll, like for like less than $1 million, like throughout the whole like back end of the season, and Origi, would you take that?
Origi I'd take in a heartbeat, but I don't think Liverpool are going to let him go.
What about Andy Carroll?
If it got to 10 to midnight on the day the window closes and we've signed
Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking. If we got like 5 to 12.
Luke thinks about this stuff. He's a general manager. He's got a good mind.
Oh, Luke, you are a legend, dog.
The thing is with Andy Carroll. The thing is, Andy Carroll. Yeah, I'll bring him in if he was on cheap enough wages.
I bring him in yesterday. How do you mean, like 10 to 12 on transfer deadline day? Fucking hell.
If he's going to be on cheap wages and like as a pay-as-you-play contract, either or. Like if he's only on like $1,000 a week or something, and that's going to cost what? Like how many weeks are there left of the season? What? 14, 20 weeks, something like that.
Yeah,
maybe two in the season. I know, so that's only 20 grand worth of wages. Like, if he was only on $1,000 a week and he gets injured, like that's only 20 grand we're losing, and he's on a free transfer, so we ain't going to give him too much to sign on. Like, because he wouldn't warrant too much to sign on.
Let's be honest,
I just see it as a win-win.
If it's wages for us, if it's a short-term contract, I don't really care about wages. They could pay him 100 grand a week if it's just until the summer.
Go on.
I think it's an irrelevance that if we can afford it and we think he can add to us, get him in. So but I don't think it is a backward step.
Oh, it definitely is a backward step, definitely. But I thought,
I thought someone in the squad.
I thought Big Craig Dawson was a backward step.
If we need a goal, I prefer him coming on than Andre Yarmolenko.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? That's a good point. Because if I saw like Andy Carroll coming on and Rise, like, yo, hear me out on this, dog. If like I saw Andy Carroll coming on instead of Yarmolenko, wouldn't you be happy, man? Like I'd be way more happier than like Yarmolenko.
I'm not even joking. I want to see Andy Carroll back in the West Ham shirt. I want to see Andy Carroll back in the West Ham shirt.
Word up, man. I don't
know if people are going to think I'm insane. Because Andy Carroll's not going to be out in internationals because there's no way he's going to get picked for England. And like, because I know Antonio's got to fly to the other side of the world for Jamaica. But as you were saying, like same with who were you saying about Diaz going to Chile. Like, we don't want to be signing some like South American player that's going to be playing a lot of internationals. The squad's been enough. You were saying that. Like Luke, you were saying that, wasn't it? So we want to be signing someone from Europe. Like at the end of the day. I know who we should sign up front. We should sign Kieran up front.
There you go. He'd piss them all off. He would piss them all off, dog. He would have a go at all. I tell you, if we sign Kieran up front, like, yo, the Australian fucking massacre, he would have a go at all. No, he'd have a go at all of them. Honestly.
No, we just sit there bored him about his great train robbery stories.
No, but then he'd be doing weather reports like mid-match, but it don't matter. He'd still have a go with them. He's a hard bastard, that cunt. He's a hard bastard, trust me.
Hey guys, who's doing the comments? Because we've been on the same one for quite some time. There's no comments. Anybody doing
the next ones?
Yes, Rise, get on it, my G.
Rise,
I'm away
Rise,
from my mouse.
You're always good at the comment thing, so keep it.
Okay, I guess I'm comment bitch then.
Rise,
No,
I couldn't do it when I was cleaning the. Couldn't do it when I was cleaning the kitchen, but I can. I'm back now.
Right, he wasn't cleaning the kitchen, cleaning up the comments. Look at the boy.
I'll clean up the club in a minute.
I'll do that shit.
This guy.
Why not go for Mitrovic at Fulham? Scores at that level.
I take Mitrovic all day long.
Same as
take
the other guy who plays for Fulham, so Fulham won't sell him unless we pay for him.
Yeah.
So you think
it's
Mitrovic
going to
would
be
be
a hefty price tag, but also with Mitrovic, Championship striker.
Yeah,
but he's played in the Premier League. He's played,
he's good. But how many goals?
That's what I want,
in the Premier League?
Yeah, but when was he getting service from like Bowen, Fornals, and Lanzini, and the other man? Them never.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's all about the service to the striker as well, but
he'd be dope. He'd be dope. Just upon the service alone. Like service from Rice, service from Kufal, like he'd be Cresswell.
I wouldn't be angry if he did. You know what I mean? I'll be like I'll get behind him. You know what I mean? Like,
Raz. Honestly, I could see Cresswell and like Mitrovic linking up nice. Kufal and Mitrovic linking up nice. Like I really could see that because he's.
I agree, Raleigh.
Yeah, he's like
an ultimate. What Wally's just said. I don't see why he didn't bring Vlasic on. I would have brought Vlasic on.
Oh, me too. 100%.
65th minute.
And Wally,
100%. I was calling for it.
And I asked to start him. I said start the guy. I
would have started him over Fornals.
Any day of the week. That's what I said last night, Raz.
Yeah.
Or this morning, whatever. Yeah.
When that lineup came out and saying that Fornals was starting, I was sat there thinking I'd be bringing Vlasic on about the 65th minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was Vlasic, Bowen, it was Bowen Lanzini, wasn't it? It was Bowen Lanzini and Antonio because I picked like a 5-3-2, but like or 5-3-1 or whatever. But like, yeah, no, I agree.
Please don't do that, Frankie.
Vlasic, what did Frankie do?
He said, if we sign Andy Christmas Carroll, I'm diving off a bridge.
No,
please don't do that, Frankie.
No, go Brooklyn, because you know what Bridge is talking about. Brooklyn Bridge. No Brooklyn, no Brooklyn, no Brooklyn.
No Brooklyn.
And
I'm showing you. Let me all right, dog.
Let me respond to the Sable team. In my opinion, why Vlasic didn't start, and I think Moyes was overcritical is he pulled him off when he made that bad pass against Leeds and scored that goal. Remember that? He's the one that made the bad pass.
Yeah.
And within 2 minutes, he was pulled off.
Yeah.
So love Moyes or not, but this guy's got an attitude. He either likes you or he don't. So sit your ass down, and it keeps us crazy about it. But he makes these ideas, and sometimes it's been successful, so we don't mind that. But right now, it's not. So now we're going to question his ass.
I know, but it's like when you saw Vlasic score his first goal, like even Fabianski came from like his like goalkeeper stand to like the other end of the pitch just to celebrate with him. Like homeboy is liked in the squad. He's a good person, and you can see that.
He's a hard-working person. Yeah, he made a mistake against Leeds. He made a mistake against Leeds for that pass. Fair enough. Yeah. Everybody makes mistakes.
There you go.
But you don't punish them. But yeah, to be fair,
that's what I'm saying. But
Rise, and that's exactly what Moyes did. It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
he knew he made a bad pass. Within 2 minutes, he pulled him off.
Right, Lawrence.
Yeah,
and then what? And you know what? That embarrassed him. I'm sure it would embarrass me because like, okay, I screwed. And then you remember when he walked off the field, he put his shirt on his head.
Yeah,
he was like because
embarrassed.
He was mad at himself. Moyes should never have done that.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Bad call.
Straight up. But yeah, I know it was only the last game that we played that he was pulled off the team and stuff, and he didn't come on last game. But I don't see Moyes keep punishing him. You know what I mean? I can see him coming on or starting against Kidderminster. I could see him playing against Kidderminster.
He better, Doug. He better.
That's
We are now scraping the bottom of the barrel. You're right, Daza. You're right. Like
Yeah.
Carol, Mitrovic. Yeah, I'll join you on yeah. Like yo. So now Daz is joining. Daz is joining Frankie on the bridge because we ain't done shit. Like yo, I agree with that. Oh, Duke is in the building. Yo, Duke. Yo, guys. Yeah, right. Send the link out. We need this man on the show. The Uncle Fester from the Adams family. We need Uncle Fester from the Adams family in the link, dog. My boy.
Hang on,
my G, man. Yo. Duke, I love you. Yes. We love you, Duke. We do. We love you, Duke. We do. We love you, Duke. We do. Oh, Duke and baby, we love you. You don't know. He said, not tonight, chaps. I'm bloody exhausted. I don't give a fuck. Come on with your exhausted self, dog. Come on with your exhausted self. Link is in the chat. Come on with your exhausted self, dog. Look at Rise. Rise is making moves, dog. You're killing me. Yeah. You're killing me.
New West Ham saying, meet me at the bridge.
No, not New West Ham. Meet me at the bridge. No. New West Ham. Meet me at the helicopter. No, that's not going. Dude,
meet me at the bridge.
We're waiting. We are waiting for you.
The Wayne Bridge.
Like, why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting for Duke? Like, that's really how it is.
All right, while wait for Duke, Pete starts us off with a footy song. What song?
Well, that's it. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting for Duke? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting for Duke?
We'll give us 5 minutes.
It is 100. 100, man. I give you 5 minutes. Okay, so we're giving 5. Yo, I'll take 2 minutes, dog. Straight up. Like, Duke is a legend. And like, straight up, legend. Legend material.
Really hoping I can make it up for the Kidderminster game to Duke's Pub. Oh, good night, Stuart and Lee.
Big up, Stuart.
That is Stuart on that account, isn't it? And then Lee's account is Lee.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I tell you,
they are legends.
There are legends. There are great people, good people.
Yeah,
man.
everyone goes respect. If you're not,
our
go
club
subscribe
and
to
they
the
watch
Global
us,
Team.
dog. Like, that's like saying
Lovely
something.
blokes. Lovely guys.
Yeah, that's saying something, man. That is saying something.
The Sable team's all good.
Oh, big time. Like, you got Lee, you got Duke, you got Silla. Like, yo, yeah, see, Frankie saying goodnight, Stu. Don't know. Like, yo, they're special people, man. Special.
Yeah, really, they're lovely people.
Yeah, man.
Lovely people.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they could call themselves like the Reable team or the Mabel or Stable team. I don't give two things. It's like what they show when they come upon these streams. They're always
Hey
here.
guys, have you noticed we have after DDT?
Yep.
We have a lot more our followers and stuff that are Leeds fans.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, we got Nashi in the building, don't we now?
And what's the other guy? There's another guy earlier today. Nash, yeah.
Yeah, Nashi.
He came on the show earlier, didn't he? He's a rude boy. He's a rude boy.
Yeah, I like Nashi.
Yeah, man, me too, man. First time I got to like put face to name, and
me too.
So, I love West Ham, but it makes you like say, okay, if you're not playing West Ham, I'm going to cheer for Leeds because I like these guys.
I know, but you got to cheer for it, dog. You got to cheer. You got to cheer for this man here, Lewisham, Mr. Lewisham, dog.
Oh, dude,
Mr. Lewisham is in the building. Mr. Lewisham is in the building. Yes.
Good evening, boys. How are we doing?
Dookie, baby. We love you. Dookie, baby. You got no clue. Dookie, baby. We love you. Dookie, baby. You got no clue. Come on, my G.
How we doing, chaps? Are we good?
Yeah, could be better with the result, but not too bad yourself.
Yeah, listen. let's not be too downhearted. Listen, right? I've had some time to think about it. Been working all night. I started work just after the game finished this evening, and you know what? I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming.
Me too,
Not with
man.
Moyes, not with the performance. I was fuming with the decision for the goal. Um, there just seems to be this whole situation with VAR, and whatever it is, and whatever the situation may be with VAR, they're trying everything they can. Now, the decision for the VAR for the goal given this evening, the decision came after the kickoff was taken for the restart of the game after the goal. Now, when do you normally see that, chaps? On a goal that important, when do you normally see the kickoff taken?
It's
We're
waiting.
always held to wait. We're always held to wait before the restart.
Yep, exactly right. To full
That
review.
wasn't given. So I think was it John Moss in the centre of the pitch today? It was John Moss, wasn't it?
Yep.
And
Yep.
I don't pin anything on that man. I don't think he had a bad game today. I think he dealt with Ronaldo exactly how I like referees to deal with Ronaldo. Ronaldo was giving him a load of bollocks, and if I remember rightly, at one point he turned around and told Ronaldo to go fuck himself. Probably not in those exact words, but he turned around and told him to go.
He did have a good game.
Just fucking go away. And I personally thought he refereed the game really well. Now, my issue comes down to the fact that there is something wrong with VAR with regards to the big stick. And we've noticed it several times. You know, we really have noticed it several times. I'm finding it a massive concern that there seems to be it feels like a vendetta against us. You know, you boys, if you're in the chat page, I suppose you've seen the video I put in there. That was off the Paddy Power website where they've drawn the green line around
and you can see it.
Barney. He's quite clearly offside. I even screened it. I screened
Easily
it during
offside.
the game. Offside, and I honestly thought that decision was going to be overruled. I honestly thought that was going to come back as being offside, and then my phone buzzed and I got a notification. So I was watching it on my phone. My phone buzzed and I got off a notification to tell me that it was full time. It was 1-0 Man United, and I'm like, the fuck?
Wow.
Like, how is that being given? It was an embarrassment, and it's not. The thing is, it's not the first time, chaps. It's happened to us over the last 2 seasons, and it probably, let's be honest, it probably won't be the last. But I feel we can come away. Yeah, there needs to be some questions answered about, tactical, to a degree, ineptness. I mean, let's be honest, he made one substitution today, and don't get me wrong, I think it was the right one to foul off for Frederick.
Yeah, that was a good substitution.
I think it was the right one. I think Soufal had his worst game in the West Ham shirt that I've seen. Right?
Yeah.
I thought his passing was all over the place. In fact, it wasn't even just him whose passing was all over the fucking gaff. I mean, the amount of times I watched that ball go out of play more times from a West Ham pass to another West Ham player than I've seen in any game so far this season.
Hey, Duke,
I would have rather had Vlasic come on for Antonio. I think the Kufal and whatchamacallit, Fredericks was perfect. I agree with you and Rice. But I would have loved to see Vlasic come on for Antonio or Bowen or somebody or Fournette, somebody, man. I thought he could have done something, and he's not been given a fucking shot.
I thought
exactly.
I thought Fredericks came in good, but Duke, the question is, why didn't Johnson come in for Soufal?
No, you needed Fredericks. No, you needed because of
the
yeah, you needed.
Yeah, I think the two boys there are right. The way we needed to attack that game when he came on, we needed to do it with pace. And Bowen was Bowen was getting kind of bogged down on that wing, and was being doubled up on at times. And don't get me wrong, there was a run that he made. I think it was in the first half, wasn't it, where he beat he beat 2 or 3 people, and he was ready to play the ball through to Antonio, and it was kind of blocked off. But we needed the pace out there, and I think that's why, Larry, that he came on. And listen, I thought it was a banging.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And it was one of the first that I've got to say. It's one of the first that I've seen Moyes make that made sense. Do you know what I mean? Like we've seen other substitutions where you're bringing on Masuaku for what?
Gotcha.
You know
why?
But there were too many. There were too many misplaced passes. There were too many just stupid schoolboy errors today for me. That you know, people are going, oh well, we can blame Moyes for this. We'll blame. No, listen, you can't pin any of that on Moyes. Moyes sent them boys out today, tactically correct. We knew that United were going to be on the front foot. We knew that United were going to play, and we let them do that. And we did what we tried to do all season with the counter attacks and everything else. And unfortunately, we didn't get enough. Shall we say clear-cut chances? There wasn't enough there. I think Areola coming in.
But Souček, at the end of the match, like he almost had that, man. Like that was only
header
away, man.
Fuck man. Oh, I'm sorry.
But then, let's be fair, Pete. There were 3 or 4 occasions during the game where I thought Ronaldo was going to be on the end of one.
Yeah.
For the first half, I thought that was a tailor-made header.
Let me be clear, real quick to you guys. My wife is Portuguese. I used to like Ronaldo until he came back to the Premier League. Now I hate it
until he come back to the Premier League.
So, now you hate the guy.
And I was like, why don't you? I said, and I gave her, once I give her the look, she knows. Stay away.
Until he came back to the Premier League as well.
Because it's the West Ham way or not any way at all.
Listen. I'm a Ronaldo fan. Off the pitch, I'm a Ronaldo fan. I think he's a phenomenal human being. The stuff that he does, you know,
True word,
family,
dude. True word,
I think I read somewhere where he paid someone wrote to him to ask for a shirt because their son needed a very expensive operation somewhere in the world. He didn't just give the shirt. He actually paid for the whole operation, didn't he?
He paid for the whole hospital.
He did, he did.
On the pitch, I think the guy's a total scumbag. I think he's a fucking arsehole. He's
such a fucking crying baby when it comes to
his arrogance is painful to watch. You know, he feels like, you know, he acts. I tell you what, he acts like. He acts like a playing version of Jurgen Klopp. And he's got the
good analogy. That's a good analogy.
He's got the attitude of
Duke's got knowledge.
You know, where how dare you touch me? Why are these players tackling me? That's how he comes across to me. You know,
he does.
Klopp has some sort of attitude. How dare these players who are, you know, inferior to my Liverpool side tackle my players? Ronaldo has the same sort of, you know, the same sort of look at it, and then, you know, I've seen Ibrahimovic do the same thing. You know, a player gets close to him and tries to hold him at a corner, and he kind of looks down and goes, "Who the fuck do you think?"
I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but when Dawson tackled him, or Dawson went down or something, Ronaldo was like lording over him, sort of thing. I don't know if anyone else saw that.
I'll tell you what that was.
Sort of like speaking to him. I was like, oh.
That was when Dawson.
He just looked over him like,
you guys talking on him? Are you talking about when he kicked him in the head? Because that's it, dude.
He ducked in. He was saying he ducked in. He ducked in. No, you still fucking
high kick. No shit. It was high kick to one.
Listen, we saw it in the cup final. I think it was a League Cup final, possibly FA Cup final, and it was Chelsea versus Arsenal, I believe. And John Terry was only about 4 inches off the floor when he went to clear the ball, and an Arsenal player, quite rightly so, because it was John Terry and I didn't mind, but, you know, volleyed him straight in the jaw. Listen, yes, John Terry's decided to put his head in the danger area of where the boots are going to be. But you still kick the geezer in the head, regardless of whether his head should be there or not. You still larry the geezer. And like I say, it could have happened to a nicer guy. It could have happened to a nicer guy. It was John Terry that got kicked in the face. I don't mind that. But that being said, it's still a free kick. You just lamped the geezer in the face. So, you know, regardless of... But like you say, Reece, he was lording over him like, you know, what are you doing laying on the floor, mate? I'm Ronaldo, get up.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a photo of that. I wanted to get a photo of that.
Yeah, like he's looking like a big man Billy Bollocks. Like he ain't no big man Billy Bollocks. Like President Bryce, I remember, and Duke will remember this too. Hold on, Uncle Fester. Uncle Fester, hold on, Doc. I remember. Hold on, Uncle Fester, dog. Yo, I'm gonna put Adam's Family on ban, dog. Yo, come on.
Can you kick him out? Are we able to turf him out the door?
Come on, listen. I remember when, Ronaldo got.
Right. What was I saying?
Yeah, what were you saying? Go on.
I was saying I wanted to get a screenshot of it and post it saying, "Here we see the best player in the world." The other one's some bloke called Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, now y'all can piss off. I remember when Ronaldo got done in by.
He don't even realise he was gone, mate. He don't even realise he was gone.
You think I pull myself back in, dog? I'm like a rubber band. Bing, 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 bing. Honestly, remember in the Euros and or the World Cup, whatever, Euros, World Cup, Euros. I don't know, every 2 years. But it's like, I remember when Ronaldo got pulled down by Rooney, dog, and Rooney stamped on the ground, and he missed his bollocks, but Ronaldo was like, "Oh, you kicked my bollocks or my knee or my fucking leave or whatever." He got sent off. Dog. That cost England the whole tournament. Man. And when Ronaldo came back to play for Man United, every match he played, he got booed. Straight up, Ronaldo is 5 and 6 of these, dog. Straight up,
listen, that's what we do. That's what we do as fans. You know, we do that as fans. We did the same to Beckham after he sending off against Argentina. Was that 98?
Yeah, but that was all Simone. That was all Simone whispering in his ear,
but Beckham
Simone, I can't stand that bastard either, man. Yo, we're supposed to sign his son? No, thank you. I won't sign no family member from you, dog. Not a chance.
He lashed out. He was very childish. He kicked out. Listen, yes, Simone went down too easy, but when you're underneath the nose of the referee,
Simone was going on in his ear, dude. He was going on in his ear.
Listen, what do you expect? Gazza had his bollocks grabbed by Vinnie Jones. Did Gazza do anything stupid? No, he didn't.
But Gazza's Gazza. You get what I'm saying? Different story.
Has been going on for
different
years,
story. Man's a man.
Peach, I remember playing in the game.
Beckham was better than Gazza. Changed my mind.
Sorry, who?
What?
Yeah,
rewind. Gazza. Changed my mind.
Who?
Beckham was better than Gazza.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. Not a chance. Duke, tell him. Not a chance, dog. You remember the whistle? And all them things? No, right. Not a chance, dog.
Beckham could not tackle. Beckham could not run with the ball. Listen, Beckham could do two things fantastically well. He could pick a pass out in open play, and he could take a dead ball situation, be that a free kick or a corner. He could not tackle, he could not header, he could not run with the ball. Listen, I don't take nothing away from David Beckham for what he was, and I really don't. But listen, to say that Gazza, nah, I can't even.
Hold on. Darth Vader showed up.
Mr. Fever's in the building.
All right, gentlemen. Ethan James,
I just wound them up the treat.
So what? Yo, no, hold on. Fever. Hold on, what are you saying? Gazza or Beckham, dog?
Gazza for me, mate.
Thank you. Raz, yo, you're out the building, dog. I gotta get rid of you, dog. Straight up, I gotta get rid of you, dog. Yo.
Go on then.
Yo.
Oh, you don't get rid of us. What the hell?
Oh, dear God.
See what happens? Peach taking over.
Nah, not at all. How you mean? Homeboy's in the building. He's trying to do it himself, but I already got you, dog.
I'm changing my name on it because I'm not cleaning the kitchen anymore.
You change your name to like fuck what? I think
James,
guys.
how did you, James, what did you make of today's game, buddy?
Gutted, mate. Gutted.
Yeah, it was.
It proves a lot to a lot of fans now that Moyes needs to get some criticism on this one. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to take. I know he's done amazing. But people got to look at him and say, I don't want to swear, but what the fuck is he doing? What is he doing? What's Newman doing? What they all doing?
Like Kaczynski's supposed to be the man, them with the money.
I've got to ask that question. What's going on behind the scenes? I mean, listen, we all know that Moyes wants a certain type of player, and we all know that Moyes wants to.
He's been waiting for it for 3 years, though, Duke. For like
that's
2 or 3
I
years.
That's what I mean, Pete. Like, he knows the player he wants, and originally, and James, you know this. We had this discussion before. It was El Nesri, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Now, listen. El Nesri made it perfectly clear he didn't want to come to West Ham. Whatever the case may be, he didn't want to come to West Ham. So then, why have we not got the next option? Because he's still going. He still wants El Nesri. It came out in the news today that El Nesri is still one of our top targets. Why are we still sitting there on this? Why are we still waiting for this guy to become available?
I'll tell you the reason why. I'll tell you the reason why that is. Yeah, because West Ham do it all the time. They done it with Baka. They done it with Maxi Gomez. They done it with El Nesri. They done it with Lingard.
Fucking Baka. Remember Baka? Like, we were after him for the whole summer, dog. We were after him.
It's to get people. It's to get people to pay their season ticket money.
Yep.
That's what it is. Right. Don't be surprised, and I'd have money on it. That story don't come out, and basically April, beginning of May, we're going to get a striker in the summer. We're going after Jonathan David, for instance. It won't happen. I think there's more to it, mate. Like, I see his interview on a channel I just watched about 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
And at the end of it, he asked him about signings. He said, "Oh well, I'll work day and night, but there's no guarantee that I can bring anyone in." And to me, that says he's either he don't want to bring that one in, or he just hasn't got the money.
I mean, it's in the chat there, isn't it? Like, we're saying there that they're selling up soon. Why do they want to invest? I mean, listen, there's part of me that says they want to invest because the better finish, the bigger chance of more European football, the more money that they're going to get for the club. But my issue is they're already asking too much. They're already asking for a ridiculous amount of money. He won't pay that because he already knows that the club's in debt up to its eyeballs again. I think we're back to 160 million in debt. And I listen. There's numbers being banded around. So what's his name? Brett Barres, whatever his fucking name is. Diaz. Down at they're talking 30 million quid. Like, go fuck yourself.
Nah,
like,
exactly. No way.
There's no way in the world he's worth that money. I don't care. Listen, Ollie Watkins has still got work. In my opinion, and you know, he's still got work to do at Villa to justify his £28 million transfer fee. James, I don't want to get into it with you again over it, but I still think that Benrahma's still got some bits to do for his £27 million fee. Now, these guys, they've not quite justified that kind of money. So for us to go after Brereton Diaz down there, or even someone else down in that league paying that kind of money, you need instant returns. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hammerhead's hit the hammer on the head. One season wonder, Brereton Diaz.
Not many, man.
I wouldn't say it's one season wonder. Listen, we all thought Harry Kane would be a one season wonder, and that's kind of come back and bit a lot of them people in the arse. I'm not going to say Brereton Diaz is going to be a one hit wonder. I personally didn't think we'd see the best of Ivan Toney at Brentford this season, because I just didn't think that Brentford would be
And
able
we
to.
haven't. We haven't.
No, but
Yeah, true.
I've seen more of him.
It's true.
And I've seen better of him than I expected, because Brentford have done so well, in my opinion.
Yeah, but listen, Duke, but listen, if he played for West Ham, and James and I, as well as yourself, we're calling for this. Hold on, mate.
Oh, mate,
James and I were calling. Hold on, Dad. I'll come up there.
Barney,
Straight up.
put your pants on.
I know. Barney's trying to help this broad like upstairs, like do her like Wi-Fi and thinging, and
he's on the phone. Sure.
Oh, do the Wi-Fi. Take care of the Wi-Fi.
Oh, he's after a young bit of puss. Go on, Barney.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, so let me show you. Me and James have been on like Tony from time, as well as Armstrong. James was on the Armstrong boat, so was I. And it was like we were Tony and Armstrong, get to West Ham, do some things, and it never happened. And if they went to West Ham, they would have got the service that they need. And they have not been given the service as the clubs they have been like, I don't know, put to. They haven't. And like, we could have given those two boys the service that they need to get on the scoring sheet and be like 10 goals plus by now. And that hasn't happened. So Diaz, I wouldn't rule Diaz out, because he's no Jordan Hugo. Sorry, Charlie Walsh, but like he's no Jordan Hugo. You get what I'm saying, Rise? Shut the fuck up.
Right.
But like,
Rise,
I'm just saying, dog. Like Diaz is special, and like, I take him. I shut the fuck up. I take Diaz. I take the other two boys in a second, man. If the clubs want to loan them out, but like, yeah, we need
Pete,
something.
Pete,
Go on.
do you remember a guy called Jordan Rhodes?
Yes, I do actually. Yeah, Rhodes. Yeah, I do.
Played for Blackburn. I think he went to Sheffield Wednesday. He was meant to be the next best thing to come out of the Championship. Did he end up at Leeds? And he had an absolute fucking mare. He went somewhere in the Premier League, and he had an absolute fucking Huddersfield. That was it. And he had a fucking mare. Where is he now?
Yeah, but then I could argue that. I could argue that, dog. I could argue like James Vardy came up from where, and he ended up at Leicester, and he's like what, England like superstar? Like,
you know what? He's been consistent, though, Pete. He's been consistent. He's done it in every league he's played.
You know, I take Vardy in a second, and everybody laughs at me. Everybody laughs at me when I say that. I take Vardy in a second, dog. You know, fucking blood clot second. I take Vardy, dog. I take Vardy any day of the week. He score more goals than any of the boys we got.
You know, there was a concern. I remember, and we're going back a number of years now. Listen, I remember there was concern when Bobby Zamora came up out of what used to be Division 1 or the
All Division 1.
You know, he came up out of the Championship. He was scoring goals for fun at Brighton at the old Wisden Stadium. He was banging them in for fun. And there was that concern that when he came up from the old, from the Championship up into the Premier League, or Division 1 in the Premier League, however it went, that he wasn't going to be able to do it. And he went on to have a relatively, I'd say a successful career at Spurs and West Ham, goal scoring wise. But Jordan Rhodes didn't. So what makes you think that, and to be fair, Ollie Watkins had a banging season last season.
Great.
And now Villa are struggling to find a way of trying to shoehorn him and Danny Ings into a formation.
Danny Ings would be perfect for us. Danny Ings, honestly, he would be perfect for us.
Around his knees.
I don't give two shits. Honestly, I don't give two shits what none of y'all tell me. Danny Ings would be perfect for us. Honestly, Danny Ings would be perfect for us, man. Honestly, to godlessly, to like truest to be, Danny Ings would be perfect for me. And like, you know what? Like, I don't mind like getting like these Brazilian cats like Gabby Gold or like Alvarez. Like,
I'd take Barbosa tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'd take him. I'd run the risk. Listen, as James mentioned earlier, we probably right now haven't got a pot to piss in.
Yep.
But a
He's
loan
right.
deal
He's
might
right.
make sense. And I tell you what, I know that people are saying, "Oh, fucking 18-month loan deal." That's the typical Sullivan bullshit. Listen, then
Fight,
give him
let's
a
have
6
it.
month, give him a 6 month loan deal until July, until
Mm-hmm.
you know. Let's get him in. Because I'm telling you now, I don't give a fuck about the guy's attitude. If he can turn up and put the ball in the back of the net,
Done.
done. That's it. Job done. I
Yeah.
know he might have a bit of an attitude. I know he might have a bit of a petulant child side, but fuck it.
Who
Don't
gives
we
a
all?
fuck? Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
we
but
all?
the
Yeah.
So bollocks to
thing
the world.
is the best players always do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
We were talking
Canio did
about
that.
Ronaldo, James, earlier, weren't we? You know, so
Same fucking
they
thing.
have
Like
that arrogance and that
the
ego.
hardest thing in football. The hardest thing in football is what? Is to score goals. Like you could say defending is the hardest thing in football. Goalkeeping is the hardest thing in football. No, not a chance. Hardest thing in football is to score goals. Gabby Goal scores goals. Why do you think his name is fucking Gabby Goal? Like, yo, get him in. Like, give him a shot. Yo,
I'd
what?
run. I'd
6
take
months?
the risk.
No,
I really would.
I'd bite
Right,
that
lads,
off
I'm
the
gonna head
wrist
off.
like
My head's
yesterday,
starting to hurt
dog.
a bit.
Straight up. Oh, he's
I'm gonna
better
head
than
off.
Haller. Haller's a pussy. Haller's a pussy, dog. Like, yo, Haller wouldn't make it on my team any day of the week. I don't give a fuck what he's doing in the league he's playing in.
Right, I'm
Like
off,
just
guys.
now.
Catch you later, yeah?
Not a chance.
Cheers, man.
All right,
Alright,
listen, Pete, take it easy. Listen, Pete, I've got to call it a day, mate. I've got to be up early again. I'm absolutely shattered. It's been one of them days for me. Yeah, I will. I think I'm finishing at about probably finishing work about midnight tomorrow. So if you boys are on, I may well jump back on for an hour or so tomorrow if I'm not on my ass. But I'm gonna call it a day here. Gutted about the result. I'll tell you what, I love this job because you guys seem to be online every time I finish work. So
There
I
you
just
go.
jump on for a
Done
bit.
though.
That's all fun. I don't
And
get
you know
many
what?
own
You know what? You know what? We love Duke. We do. We love Duke. We do. We love Duke. We do. Oh, Dookie, we love you. Done. Trust me, dog. We got you every day, all day. Straight up.
Hey, Duke.
Take care, Jake.
Oh,
Yo,
look after yourself, chaps. It's always a pleasure.
Yo, I got you, dog. Hold up. I got you, dog. Straight up.
Oh, what's the there? It is. Take care, boys.
100.
All right, buddy.
Good
Take
night.
care, bud.
Yo, Feeve just came in and like left. Like Feeve was like here and then he leaves. Like Feeve is here and he leaves. Like what the fuck is up with that? Yo, come back,
It's
Feeve.
because I can tell you why.
Was that?
I can tell you why, because he got attitude.
Oh no, Feeves is a boy. Yo, that's my boy.
Hey, I ain't judging nothing. I'm just saying.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
like-
He got things on the radar, dog. Straight up, he got things on the radar,
Like
dog. Straight up.
get everybody back to Kuma Baila. Everybody likes each other. I'm good. with that.
Kumbaya, baya. Luke Legend is in the building. Kumbaya, baya.
Luke has been too quiet and it nerves me.
He's just listening. He like
Yeah,
trust me,
listening.
Luke. Yeah, trust me. Luke listens and then he comes up with the fire. Trust me, 100%, man. I ain't even.
Luke's
Look,
one of
man.
my main guys. Luke's one of my main guys.
He's not now, unfortunately. That's because he's going to bed.
You falling asleep, Luke?
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. here now, so get up early, I think.
Listen, have a good night, Kip. And
Yes, keep having me on, chaps. You
yeah,
take care.
All
Speak to you soon.
respect, bud.
pleasure having
All
you
right,
on, man. As always.
Take care, buddy. Take care, bud.
Yeah, come on, you irons.
Come on, you
Come on.
Irons. Trust me. Oh,
That's
no.
me and Peach.
No,
Now, who's on that?
the best two in the place to be, not a few. How we do it in the place to be? But yo, I gotta go upstairs and help my dad like sort out this bird's internet. Like
Okay,
it's
so
madness.
Okay,
Yeah,
so good.
no, I know it sucks because I want to keep talking. And I could talk all night about this shit because like Duke raised so many good points. Like Fever made so many good points. Like Luke made so many good points. Like
It was a good
Rise
show.
made so many good points. I could go on forever. And
I know.
like you look at Hammerhead. He's like, "Where's Rise?" Exactly. Where's Rise? Rise is like disappeared in the building. Hold on. I'm gonna text Rise, Doc. I'm gonna text Rise just now. Get him back in the
He
building
might
so
have,
I can go upstairs. You can talk to him, and then when I'm done, I can come back and talk to y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna get Rise up in the building, man. So how was dinner tonight, Lawrence? Dinner tonight was
it was
good?
good. Yeah, you'll see it on Twitter. I sent it to you. It was I made a little baby brisket. There was a little beef there and slow cooked it today, and it turned out good.
And what was it, like pork or beef, man?
No, beef. It's a beef brisket, and I cut there. And you'll see. I sent it to you on Twitter, so you'll see it later.
All right. Yeah, a nice beef brisket is nice, man. But you got to slow cook
I've
that
never,
shit, don't you?
I've done, and the thing is, there's some huge, like 12 pounders. I did like a 3-pound thing, but just because my wife doesn't eat meat.
Yep.
So why, if I love to cook, as you know. And
Yeah.
the thing was, if I made a big thing, I mean, it wouldn't have been, it went to waste. Now, sometimes I'll take some of it and I'll take it to the guys at work and give them some, stuff like that, because I like to cook it. But so it turned out okay.
No, that's dope.
Happy.
That barbecue sauce on that and everything, or what do you put on that?
Now, for the brisket, what I did was, once it came off the thing, I threw a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and my favorite hot sauce is, and this is a secret, it's not too hot, but it's vinegar based, is Texas Pete.
Yep. Go on.
So, but it turned out really well. So whoever's on the Twitter, I try to get everybody on there. I know I put Peach on there, I put Rise on there, Wally was on there, and all that, and they saw the pictures that I did today. And tomorrow I'm going to do some chicken, some jalapeno poppers, and I will do
wrapped in the bacon, though. Wrapped in the bacon.
Yes, like down like a mother.
Yeah, I love that. That looks so dope.
Ain't no half stepping like
Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, no.
Big Daddy Kane. Oh, I love you.
That.
Clicked it real quick. Yeah, I love you, Pete.
No, I love that though. I love that though. The jalapeno poppers with the bacon
Peach,
wrapped around
I'll tell you right now.
What's up?
I'm telling you right now that Big Daddy Kane was the guy who made Timberlands popular.
Oh,
if you remember when he did the hair, he had Timberlands on that, and Timberlands took off. You remember the boot in the shoe? I don't still have it now, but ain't no half stepping. That was back in my Disney.
Yep. That was it. Ain't no half stepping. That was his biggest tune. Ain't no half stepping.
Half stepping. And he did a side. He did a side hustle.
I know. Big Daddy Kane was he was the bomb. But yo, what, you gonna be up for a bit or no?
I will for a bit. You want to take off and come back or what?
Yeah, I think I might do, man. I help my father out with this lady upstairs who needs her like Wi-Fi all sorted, and then I'll come back. I'll Twitter you, and we'll do 2 things.
Word to the mother.
Word to the mother, my brother. Peace out, man. Yo.
All right, buddy. Come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons, always and forever, man. How do you mean? That's how we roll, dog. Like, yo, if we didn't roll like that, we wouldn't roll anyway. But